forgotten. I've completely forgot that I have my little thing on the webcam. I forgot what it was called for a second. Apologies. Yeah. I completely forgot that I had the thing on the webcam. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm got a haircut. It's a bit weird at the moment because I completely forgot to do my hair today, but next time. But yeah. It's been a while since I did a stream. And I was just like, yeah, I should do a stream. It's been about a week, but it always feels like ages when I haven't done a stream in about a week because it just feels like a long time. But yeah, we had a decent amount of horror news that came out recently. Just a fairly decent amount. It's been pretty cool to seeing all the slow bits of horror news that slowly been drip fed to us over about a week. It's been kind of cool, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where just all the movie news goes because I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least, but no, to see where all the movies go because I haven't really watched that many movies. So I watched Abigail. I want to watch Boy Kills World, but I don't know if I can watch it in cinemas because it's probably going to be in 18 because of all the gore, which is kind of depressing. But yeah, let's actually talk about the first thing which I wanted to talk about, which is that the original The Crow, not the remake with Bill Skarsgård, which is coming out this year, which I've really only seen 2 trailers for, and it got delayed recently, so I don't even know if we're probably going to get it. Honestly, they may just write it off for tax purposes at this point. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. So yeah, we're still waiting for the Crow remake. Coming out in summer. I'm excited for it. There should be a few people excited for it if you want to see a new Crow movie. Cause I don't know. I've always wanted to see another Crow movie after the original, but this is pretty cool news because the originals returned to theaters for the 30th anniversary. Which means, that's really cool. I may have to go watch that in cinemas if it isn't an 18 still, because, sometimes they re-rate, what's it called? They age restriction. I don't know how to say it. They re-rate movies sometimes for cinemas, and I don't know. Hopefully, I can go watch it because I've always wanted to watch The Crow in cinemas. It seems like it would be a really cool cinema experience to watch The Crow. But yeah, I know that's the first bit of news for horror movies. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Because I don't know. I think it's fairly cool that The Crow's coming back to cinemas because the first one came out over 30 years ago. We of course got the 2 sequels, which are pretty mediocre, and then we're getting a reboot this year, which is hopefully going to be good. I'm still kind of in the middle on that movie because I'm like, could it be amazing or could it be utter garbage? I'm somewhere in the middle of that at the moment. Just had to show off the Stranger Things mug which I was scammed with. Basically, I have this video which I'm not going to release now, but so I opened up an HMV mystery box. It says it should have 30 quid's worth of stuff in it. Let's just say, technically, if I sold all the stuff at what it was worth, I could get 42 quid. Am I going to sell it though? No. Am I going to keep it all? No. I gave some of the stuff to my friends, and I gave one of the things to my mate Zeke to give to his mum because she's a fan of the Friends show, and they had some Friends merch in there, which is quite irritating because I was looking for more of the horror stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Just a bit annoying. Yeah, let's actually talk about someone else quickly for a second. So I was actually on Amazon today because I'm going to do a video where I open up a bunch of random horror movies that I buy off Amazon. And I found this movie called Leatherface. It's not Texas Chainsaw Massacre though. It's just called that. but it also follows a guy with a face and a chainsaw. So it's kind of weird, because it doesn't really make any sense that it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre if it's not Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit weird. And yeah, that new Terror movie came out today. I'm slightly interested. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in watching a movie about cards. That's what tarot cards are about. I mean, it's just from the reviews that I've watched. I watched Chris Stuckman's reviews, I believe. No, not him. Other guy, can't remember his name, but yeah, I watched someone's review for it, and he didn't like it. I watched someone else's review, they didn't like it. It doesn't look good for the movie Tarot, so I think we're gonna have one of the worst movies of the year coming out now. It's kind of funny because usually the bad movies come out like at the beginning of the year, We got a good horror movie, Destroy All Neighbors, at the beginning of the year. Now we're getting all the bad ones. But yeah, talking about The Exorcist, Deceiver, or whatever they're going to call it now. So, Mike Flanagan, who is, in my opinion, the greatest horror director of our time, is being eyed to direct the next Exorcist movie, which, yeah, that's a good idea. A new Exorcist movie with Mike Flanagan directing is probably one of the best things I've heard in about 2 years after that David Gordon Green movie came out, because, we got Halloween Ends. I think we've had enough of David Gordon Green. I just think we've had enough of him. I don't need to see any more. Stay away, please. And yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, I mean, Mike Flanagan is in talks to direct the next Exorcist movie. I think it could be good. I mean, David Gordon Green was going to make 3 movies, so maybe he isn't making another one. Maybe they're just making something new. Hopefully, because I don't want another David Gordon Green ruining horror movie. But yeah, so moving on. I don't know. I just don't really want it. Yeah, going back to what I was saying, I actually found this movie because, of course, as I said, I'm doing this video where I buy random horror movies off Amazon for later reviews. But I found this one called Skew, which the title was a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, but the movie actually seems really cool. So the plot description is: with a video camera in hand, good friends Simon, Rich, and Ava head out on a road trip that they hope will create lasting memories. Little do they know that what starts out as a carefree adventure will soon become a descent into the ominous, as a series of unexplainable events will threaten their very lives. Does that not sound amazing? Or, because I think it does. I think it sounds pretty cool. I think it could be pretty cool if they pull it off. Well, if they did pull it off, I don't know why I'm talking as if it's a new movie, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that for a review. I'll release it somewhere in between all the Friday the 13th reviews, because the first one came out today. But yeah, and the most recent what was it? Chucky season ended recently. I don't know. I'm fairly excited for anything that they have in the Chucky world. I don't know. It's just a bit weird having so much Chucky just shoved in your face, and just also it not actually being that much even. But yeah, talking about Rebel Moon quickly, because it's sort of adjacent. Zack Snyder. I like Zack Snyder. He made those 2 zombie movies that were interesting. So his movie Rebel Moon Part 1 Director's Cut has been rated R. Now, I have seen the 2 Rebel Moon movies. Neither of them are good. But the thing is, isn't it like literally just entirely his vision? Why is it not just, why is it not just the original movie his idea? Why does it have to have another one which is his idea? Why not just make one movie and have that be the director's cut, then release that? I don't know. But yeah, talking about Mickey versus Winnie, because this is happening, and it's another public domain horror movie. That's fun. You know, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was crap. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 doesn't look any better. We get in what's called the Pooniverse. We're getting another Mickey Mouse horror movie, a CG Mickey Mouse horror movie, and now we're getting this. Wonderful. But yeah, so can't be bothered. So yeah, so this is not by the same team behind that. It is by Glenn Douglas Packard, who is directing the movie, and it's being made by the website iHorror. So when a website is making a horror movie, that already kind of is scaring me, but you know, bloody disgusting. Didn't they have a hand in doing Terrifier? So maybe. But yeah, I don't want this. Please stop. I don't want any more public domain horror movies. They're all bad. They're all so bad. But yeah, talking about the Watchers though, because that's the thing. It's being made by Ishana Shyamalan, who is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, and this is her feature debut. It's called The Watchers. It's coming out June 7th, and I think that it looks pretty cool. It's been rated now. It's PG-13, but I just think the plot is kind of cool. Because I actually had an idea similar to this one time. But, I don't know, I think this could actually be really cool. So, the film follows Mina, a 28-year-old artist who gets stranded in an expansive untouched forest in Western Ireland. When Mina finds shelter, she unknowingly becomes trapped alongside 3 strangers who are watched and stalked by a mysterious creature at night. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm kind of just scared for the movie, but at the same time, I'm really excited for it just because I know it could be great, but it could also kind of be really bad. You know, it's a Shyamalan movie. Hopefully, her movies aren't as convoluted as her dad's, because his movies are all so weird. I love them, but they're just very weird. Hello, Zeke. Welcome to the stream. Good seeing you. Yeah, I did mention you earlier when I was talking about why I have this Stranger Things mug, because, yeah. Scammed. Utter scam, that box I bought. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, talking about Batman, Arkham Shadow. Firstly, I just want to say, why are you making more Batman Arkham games if they aren't for everyone? Why is it just for MetaQuest? I don't know anyone who has a MetaQuest. I don't. Zeke doesn't. Wait, I'm not sure if he does. My other friends don't. I'm not sure if Zeke does, to be honest. I've not really gone in his house a few times. But yeah, it just looks bad. Like the only thing that's been released about it is just a little CG teaser, which isn't really what you want from a movie if it's gonna be, you know, not a movie, a game. If it's gonna be a game, you know, you kind of want to see the gameplay, not just CGI. You have a PSVR. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, right. Yeah, you have a PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited for the game, but if it was, you know, somewhere else other than just MetaQuest, I'd be more interested. But yeah, talking about Chucky, it's my favorite thing to do because it's one of my favorite franchises. So Chucky has recently finished its latest season, and to be able to actually get a 4th season, we apparently have to demand it. They literally have a number out, and it says, call this number and start demanding Chucky season 4, or else you're not going to get it. you think with the success of the last few seasons, they kind of just be like, go, make the next season now. You'd think it'd be that quick, but sadly, no. Oh well. But yeah, I also saw somewhere that I saw a theory that this physique, if you're still here, I saw a theory that the pterodactyl fire thing from King of the Monsters is possibly still alive. That it's going to come back in a later sequel to any Godzilla movies, which that'd be pretty cool. I kind of liked it. But yeah, talking about Terrifier, because it's on the thumbnail, I kind of have to do that. Terrifier 3 has had its first look out, and the release date has changed, which can either be really good or once again be really bad. It does mean that they're really proud, or I guess really what's the word that I can use here? They're really not trusting. They're really, I can't think of the word. Not proud, not trusting, somewhere in between. Confident. They're really confident in the movie, and it just means that they're just moving it closer to when everyone can see it. Because I really want to see Terrifier 3. I'm still kind of up in arms about the release date being October because it's a Christmas movie. But it just means that by the time it'll be out at home, it will be Christmas, and everyone can watch this great family movie with the whole family. Now, I'll get my dad, who is not a wimp when it comes to horror movies, to come downstairs, watch Terrifier 3. Fun time, honestly. Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird that we're getting so many horror movies this year, but then we also not. Like, we were going to get Saw 11 this year, that's been delayed. I'm not even sure if The Crow's coming out this year. That was delayed at some point. I don't even know when it's coming out. They haven't released a second release date, I believe. But I'm hoping that it comes out this year still. I don't want to wait another year for The Crow remake. Reimagining, I guess. But, same thing. But yeah, talking about M. Night Shyamalan's movie, though, Trap, it actually looks really good. I'm not sure why they're just trying so hard with the movie. Like, they've released an exclusive song for it from the fake singer in the movie. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so Salika Shyamalan stars as Lady Raven, and they brought a song by Lady Raven released. I don't know about it. I don't like it, but that's just I'm more of a metal guy, okay? Yeah, I mean it could be good, it could be bad, it could be somewhere in between. Once again, hopeful for somewhere in between, like I am with all movie. I'm usually always hopeful for a movie unless every single review is just saying it's bad. There are, of course, some cases where I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. For example, Destroy All Neighbors. Then you've also got another one which I thought was actually pretty cool, but not that good, which was Spiral from the Book of Saw. I thought that was okay. It wasn't really the best Saw movie. It was more of a Chris Rock buddy cop Saw murder mystery movie than a Saw movie, but it was somewhere in between, and I enjoyed it. It was what it was. It was a reimagining of Saw. It didn't really work, but they tried, and that's what I enjoyed about it. They actually tried doing something new. But yeah, talking about The Strangers quickly, the Strangers Chapter 1 premieres on May 8th, and I believe it comes out next week. But I don't know, I'm hopeful for The Strangers Chapter 1. I'm hopeful for the whole trilogy. But as I was just saying, I'm kind of hopeful for every movie that comes out. Just not all of them end up being good, as I said. it's just kind of irritating when you're waiting for a new movie to come out and then it's just meh. Thankfully, a lot of new movies that have come out recently have been pretty cool. I loved Abigail. I am waiting to see Boy Kills World still, but we'll probably get a review for that out at some point. But yeah, talking about John Carpenter quickly, his new album is out. It's called Lost Themes 4 Noir. And as a big John Carpenter fan, not just his movies, his music as well, I'm excited to listen to this. I haven't heard any of it yet, but I'll probably give it a listen when the stream's finished. Just because I'm not going to just start listening to someone's music on stream. But yeah. I don't know. I'm just really hopeful that we get a good movie this year. But as I was saying, if you want to get a Chucky season 4, you're probably gonna need to look up this number and call it, because it's literally currently being decided if it will happen, because he said he's gonna make another movie, Don Mancini, and I'm hoping that he does make another movie, because I don't really just want another season of the show. The show is good. It is really good. The first season was amazing. The second season was pretty bad, and the third season has been all right. It's just been more of the same Seed of Chucky-isms with a bit of curse in there occasionally. But I feel they should, of course, mix the two together at some point and not just have Seed of Chucky one episode, Curse of Chucky next episode, Original Chucky last episode. I haven't seen the finale yet, so no spoilers, but I really want to just see what happens after the ending of the last episode from before the finale. Because as I said, I haven't seen the finale of Chucky yet, okay? I'm all behind for everything. I'm a bit of an idiot, but I haven't watched it yet. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's your Friday been? Yeah, lots of random stuff happening in horror recently. As I was saying earlier, we got that Mickey versus Winnie movie, which is probably not going to be very good, but I'm excited to watch how funny it is. I'm hoping it's a comedy. If it's not a comedy this time, then we all know it's going to be bad, because when they take it seriously, it just doesn't work. If you're taking Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse and making them into horror characters, you gotta just make it a comedy. Which movie are you most looking forward to? That is a very hard question. So if we're just talking this month, I'm gonna have to look up movies releasing this month, but off the top of my head, has to be Strangers. The Strangers Chapter 1 looks really, really good. It's going back to the original Strangers, not Pray at Night, which was kind of bad, but kind of funny at the same time. But just looking at May 2024 horror movies. Are we talking about horror, or are we just talking about in general movies? Because if we're talking about May, it's either going to be Stranger Chapter 1 or it is going to be In a Violent Nature. I have something in the works that I can't say with In a Violent Nature yet because it's not confirmed yet, but it looks really good. In a Violent Nature looks really, really good. Okay. All right, I can look up movies 2024. Well, if we're just talking about movies in general, kind of excited for Sonic 3. I played the games, so I kind of want to see where the movies go. I wasn't a fan of the Knuckles show. It was kind of boring. It focused on the humans too much, but I watched Roadhouse. That was actually really cool. I did a review on that. It was actually a really good movie. It didn't just suck, which was good because I was kind of interested after what's his name, Jake Gyllenhaal literally begged Amazon to let him release the movie in theaters because I've watched a few bad movies this year. I've watched Madam Web, which was horrid. I watched Night Swim. That was also pretty bad. What's another one which was pretty meh? I don't think I've watched that many movies that have been new this year, to be honest. Oh, Imaginary. That was also pretty bad, to be honest. I watched that with a friend, and it was just kind of bland. There was nothing really interesting. I predicted everything in the movie. Oh, here's another horror movie that's coming out this year that I'm kind of excited for. Maxine. I want to see where the X trilogy ends. It just seems really interesting because as a big fan of Ty West, I want to know what happens next. But I'm also kind of scared because they said that Mia Goth is going to be playing two characters again. So I'm just like, who's she going to play? She can't play Pearl again. Pearl's dead. Actually dead. Unless they just suddenly have flashbacks to Pearl's childhood, but that wouldn't make any sense because it's Maxine, not Pearl. But yeah, just random stuff that's happening. What's another one that I'm into? Oh, Terrifier 3 has to be. Yeah, that's the answer. Terrifier 3 is the movie I am most looking forward to because it just seems like it's going to be a blast for the whole family because it's a Christmas film, you know. Gather your whole family, all the kids and the parents and all the grandparents together, sat around the fire and the Christmas tree in the corner with a mug of hot chocolate watching Terrifier 3. Sure. Apparently it's going to be gorier than the last one. It'll be fun. Yeah, Christmas movie. I've been forced to watch some bad Christmas movies. This will be my revenge. I'll force them to watch Terrifier 3. Simple enough. Oh, also, Chris, just because we had that joke from the Hellraiser thing, I've gotten a little button here which I'm going to press anytime Colin says anything bad about Scream. Just show that off here. Anytime he says anything bad about Scream, this button's being pressed, and it's just going to say that. That's the plan. If he says anything bad about Scream, I'm going to press the BS button, and it's just going to start saying it. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of movies I want to watch this year. Loads of films. I'm thinking, oh, Deadpool 3, another one. A column button, yes. The perfect thing to stop him from speaking bad about Scream. Pressing this. Oh, it's on. Oh, I've got to turn it off. I'm not gonna have that sound on here, but if I do another thing with him soon, if he mentions Scream, that button's being pressed. But yeah, I don't know what else has come out recently that's sort of interesting. Isn't there going to be a new Fear Street movie, Fear Street 4? Prom Queen. Fear Street Prom Queen movie release date. It comes out in 2025. I was going to say, if it comes out this summer, that'll actually match up perfectly with my prom. And that would be very funny if, I go to mine, then I come back home, and then I watch the movie. But no, that's not going to happen. I'll just find another bad prom. In fact, no, I'll find a good prom-based horror movie. I'll put Carrie on them. I'll pull a Carrie at my prom. I'm going to pour a bucket of blood all over them. Yeah, it's quite irritating because they've set prom on my birthday, and I'm still contemplating whether I want to go or not because, according to my teacher, you make loads of good memories there. But it's also the fact that I may want to stay home and eat food. It's quite a difficult time for me. But yeah, just talking about the channel recently, I have to be serious for this because I wanted to talk about it, and I've got a few people watching now, so I can actually talk about it. So, I have quite important exams at the moment, which are going to determine what college I can go to, what courses I can take, and just in general my entire future. So there are still going to be videos coming out. They will just be every 3 days instead of every day, basically. I tested it out last week and it went pretty okay, so that's going to be the new normal. It's going to be every other day instead of every day, just because I don't think I can like keep up the pace with that with my exams going on. They end June 19th, and right after that I'm just going to be straight back to uploading videos constantly. There's also going to be a change in my appearance then, because, well, I'll talk more about it at some other point, but yeah. Yeah. That's just mainly what I wanted to talk about quickly, because I'm not going to be able to get as many like videos out. I'm still get the like, if there's big horror news that I want to talk about, like Scream related, Halloween related, Crystal Lake Chucky related, I will talk about it. If there's not, I'm just going to keep with my review content. I'll add a few extra videos in, interviews, things like that. But besides from that, it's just going to be basically the same. So it's just going to basically be the same kind of stuff I've been putting out usually, but not every day. But yeah, that's mainly just what I wanted to talk about. Just come on stream, talk about some movies, and then say that. So yeah, thank you all whoever came and watched the stream tonight. Thank you for watching it. I am gonna try and do longer streams. I'll just as I said, I have very important exams at the moment, and I'm quite busy. But once those are over, I will be able to get straight back into it and just constantly be doing the exams, like the live streams, videos, and that all the time. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, it's quite difficult not pressuring myself, but it'll be fine. I need to pass math and English, so I'm passing science as well anyway, so yeah. If all fails in life, become a scientist. Simple enough. I'll create a vaccine for something, and then I'll just suddenly find something else to do. I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching the stream. I'm going to go now. Until next video that I put out, bye-bye.